I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that are showing people how to trim their own hair, but of course, curly hair is very unique. I've been trimming and cutting my own hair for about 17 or 18 years because hairdressers Canada don't tend to know what to do with it. When I was in Africa, I had another backpacker trim my hair and I was like, that's it. She thinned my curls. I was like, no, never again. Never, ever again. So, and it's cheaper because I'm a backpacker and it's cheap to cut my own hair. So when I'm at home, I have just some cheap but actual hair cutting scissors, Tweezermans. When I'm on the road, if I do trim my hair, because I do this like twice a year, let's be honest. Sometimes I'll do it every 2 months, but like by the time I get around to this, it's usually like 6 months, honestly, sometimes less. So sometimes when I'm on the road traveling for long times though, I'll just use the scissors I have. I try to have sharp scissors, but what else? I usually have it a little bit damp, but as it dries, I just kind of dampen it either with water on my hands out of the tap, or right now I have a spray bottle. And I was chatting on the phone for quarantine while I was trimming, so I've done all of this. And you can see all the curls kind of just like in pieces. Because I'll take one and I twist it, and I'll show you in a minute. And I've done about half of this. Here we go. Maybe less than half. So then I'm going to show you a little bit how I trim my own hair. Now, I'm going to be honest. I do this topless. I'm looking very Canadian at the moment. In the plaid. Very nice. I normally do this topless so the hair's not all over my shirt, but it's not that kind of show yet. All right, so let's get into this. I take a chunk, usually like one of the curls, and if I'm being really good about it, that will turn into like one curl. I'll just do the one, but I don't feel like standing here for 3 hours. So I take like a bigger chunk of hair, and I usually work from the top and then I'll work in just because of the way it falls. Because as you can see, I'm not pulling my hair up and out of my way. Normally I travel with just a pick and I only pick out my hair, but since I have this kind of little brush, it's just easier when it's wet. Oh, get out of there. And I just kind of brush it to get it all. This brush works really good for this. And it just kind of pulls everything. Cars going by so loud. Okay, it just pulls everything kind of at the same, so you don't have like, because with curls, they'll just like turn up on themselves and they get all bunched up. So this just kind of makes it sort of nice, and you'll see I'll still have to do it because they will bunch up. It doesn't matter. I just brushed my hair like 5 times and it'll bunch up anyway. And you can feel it. You get kind of like almost like it feels like it's been backcombed. This is why I can get like natural dreads if I just don't brush my hair for like 4 days. All right, I don't know if you can see this. I'm twisting my hair. Twist, and you want to really twist it up. The idea is the little hairs are going to poke through all the little split ends, and I'll usually shake it a little, get them to come out. You'll see this will. I have really long hair. 20 years of growing this out. And I'm enjoying it being long now. For the last couple of years, being down to my waist when it's pulled out. So, it's a little bit damp, so it's sticking together, but as I do this, it'll be a lot easier if my hair were shorter. Okay, so I take the end, and you'll see it'll start sticking out more. Okay. Don't know if you can see that. Nope, too close. Darn, you can't see. This is the problem with using a phone. I will do this when I get a good camera. Might be able to do up close. But, oh, there's one. You can see there's like some pieces sticking out. Let's put down the scissors before I chop off one of my strands of hair. Can't see. I can see it. There's all little tiny, the ends are sticking out. You see it against my face better? Oh, you can see it there. See it against my hair. See all that? Okay. So I'm going along the length as those stick up. And if I just take it and just kind of, if you hear any noise in the kitchen or beeping, it's because I have sourdough in the oven. And it was such a nice, soft, perfect feeling dough today. First time it felt super awesomeness. Usually it feels a bit dense, but this is my third loaf. And I used a really active sourdough starter, so it's working so much better. Obviously, I'm being careful not to go across the whole thing. And then with my finger, I can just turn it and trim, trim, trim. So I was told how to do this. Maybe it was like late teens or early 20s and started doing it myself because hairdressers, I don't know, they're expensive, especially as a woman. There we go. And I really just like having kind of just curls and I can do stuff to it myself. I don't, it's curly hair. I don't need it funky styled. That'd be fun, but it grows so slow that I don't do anything. Though when I was a teenager, I had half of a mohawk. I shaved from about here all the way down. That was fun. I would totally do that again if my hair grew faster, but I'm enjoying having super long hair right now. And it kind of, as it starts just drying a little, it'll start popping up a little more. So what I was doing there is my fingers were getting really dry. I live in a very, very dry place. So just to get a little grip on my hair, I just kind of wet my finger just a touch. I'm sure I could use the water, but that's just as easy. Oops, split end. That's a big one too. Now I will, sometimes, this is why I took a bigger chunk, because you got to be really careful not to cut off your hair. You want all the little split ends to stick up, and this is why I took a bigger chunk. It has literally, when I do it really like curl by curl, literally taken me 3 hours to do this. Right now I'm at about maybe only 45 minutes. And I'm almost done. I've got a few more to do. But I'm putting hair in my sinks. Normally I kind of stand back and I have a open garbage just below me and I just kind of aim it for that and then sweep up after. So I'm going to show you the one, and if you do try this at home, go slow. Bad idea to do this drunk. Seriously, if you're COVID drinking. Make sure your scissors, you got to kind of give them a wipe fairly often. Just like, because if hairs get caught in there, they start getting all kind of catchy. That's better. You'll just feel it kind of catch with the scissors. You want to clear that out. But yeah, if you try this at home, drop me a comment. Let me know. I want to hear about your efforts. Did you cut off all your hair? Did you try and get fed up and then decide that you're going to shave it? I don't know. Let me know what's going on with your hair. Do you have different kind of hair? I think this is considered 3C. From my research, it seems to be 3C hair. If you have I think it's 3D, like the really tight, kinky, curly hair, and you cut it yourself, I want to hear about it. I want to know. Or if you have any tips for me, that'd be great, because I literally just heard about this. I don't really have a lot of people in my life with curls. I got my tight curls from my dad, and he's a guy. He just like trimmed his hair, and now he has none, and he just kept it really short with like cutters. I cut my dad's hair actually a bunch, but he just uses like clippers on them. So I didn't have anyone teach me how to take care of my hair. It's pretty fluffy and fuzzy. I'm learning from YouTube now how to take care of it better from some of the great YouTubers with beautiful curls. Yeah, if you have any more tips, but I've been doing this for years and years and it works really well. My hair is pretty darn healthy. As you can see, it's very long. I'll show you in a minute, maybe. And when I get down to the end, here, I'm gonna do this with my garbage. All right. I just kind of take where I want it and I'll trim off like a chunk of it because it's been 6 months or 8 months since I've cut my hair. But a lot of the time I'll just like catch these ends. I don't know if you can see exactly what I'm doing there, but the main strand is here and I'm just running alongside of it with all the little edges. Try to get all the split ends, and then I'll either take off a chunk if it needs it, or I'll come down to the bottom and just take off a little. I feel like this is really looking good, so, but it's getting a little long in spots. Let me show you here. I know, please don't judge. It's quarantine and I just threw on some clothes to take a quick video and then I was like, damn, I'm wearing double plaid but not matching. I am sorry. Seriously, I'm sorry for you. But there's my hair. So this needs to maybe, like my hip bone's here and my hair is getting a little long. So we're just gonna whoop that right off. And then when I'm done all of it, that's probably gonna get shortened as well. I'll look in the back and I'll just grab them and, I mean, that'll curl up a bit, but I kind of want them to be about here all even. So once it's all dry, I'll sort it all out and then sweep and hang out with my bread. There you go. Hopefully that was helpful. There's the curls. That's one. More to go. I've got, did I do this piece here? I can tell if it's like, you can see if, here's the pieces that have been done, all curled up. Even if they've released a little bit, you can kind of see them together. And this is like, just all sort of separate. Because I don't know why it's drying so not very nice today. Probably because I'm messing with it. It's yelling, don't touch me. So this kind of chunk there, because some of it's very high and some of it's low, I'll probably just split that in half and just do 2 more. Maybe I could do, if I was being really good, I'd do 3, but I'm probably not going to. Let's be honest. Oh, maybe I will. Actually, those are really clear chunks of hair. But I don't know. Sometimes when I'm being really lazy and I just want to get it done, I do that all together. Maybe I will. So if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you're a hairdresser and you're cringing, fine. Or if you love it, if you're like, holy crap, look at that. Or if you have tips, because yeah, it seems to work pretty good though. Subscribe, hit like if you are like, yay, somebody with curly hair teaching me how to cut my own curls in quarantine. Definitely hit that like button. It's like there somewhere. And hit the subscribe. It's not mostly hair care. Though if a bunch of you want hair care, I don't really do a lot of videos, as you can see from my channel. I keep saying I'll do them and then I'm busy with like 5 other projects trying to make money. Yeah, and clearly not going to be doing any video editing on this. Probably it'll just be raw and just me doing this, and that because it takes a long time. I don't have the time to do all that. I just want to get this out and let you guys know if you have curly hair and you're like, damn it, I want to like have my hair trimmed, don't go to a hair studio. But also, if you have curly hair and you do go to hair studios, tell me your tips. What do they do? Because I haven't had a hairdresser touch my hair, as I said. Well, the last one was 15 years. I've been trimming my own hair for 17 or 18 or something like that. I don't know. And I just had somebody offer and said yes. And yeah. There we go. I'll just look in the mirror and start twirling. Now, if I had video editing skills and maybe a machine that could video edit like properly and not look all janky, I would just keep doing this and speed it up, but I don't. I can try. But it kind of sucks. Also on this one. Gotta go take the lid off my bread. It's looking so flat because I've been pulling on it. I'll fix it later. Last one. I gotta go get the lid off my bread though. Where's my hair elastic gone? Because I don't want my hair down while I pull the bread out. I pull the lid off and get caught in the oven that's 480 degrees. This is why I never cut my hair, my quarantine look.